Special delivery. Lynn asked me to drop the photos of the christening off to you. Aren't you going to ask me in?
Of course, I'm sorry.
Fiona home?
Up with Bunty and Thello. What are you doing up here?
First trip. I'm back on the road.
You got your license back?
Yeah. Time flies, eh?
Sit down. You don't have to rush off, do you?
Well, shouldn't really, but I have to check a backload. I was going to leave them under the door, but it seemed done. Oh.
Would have been. Little lovely. He's such a happy little fellow.
Yeah. I don't know what they say. He looks like me.
Oh, he does when you smile. Yeah. The kids were very proud.
They deserve to be.
I'm surprised you going back to driving.
Office work was driving me crazy.
Knew you weren't suited to it from the start.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. Just something someone else has been saying. I'm going to get my own truck.
Took us long enough to get... took you long enough, I mean.
I know what you mean. Oh, better get going, I suppose.
It's only 12:30.
Got a fair bit to organise.
Right. Well, thanks for dropping in the photos. Are you going back tonight?
Well, depends if the stuff comes down from Brisbane in time. Otherwise, I'll be stuck overnight.
Oh, give us a ring if you are. I'm sure Fiona would probably like to see you.
Sure.
Well, have a good afternoon.
Thanks. I'll see you.
Bye.
I'll take these. You get the door.
Thanks.
Suzanne.
Oh, she must be on day shift.
Can't say I'm sorry.
Oh, you've had me to yourself for 2 days.
So?
We should unpack.
You reckon?
Well, maybe later.
I'll get the kids to send me some copies.
Yeah, they're beaut.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shame you couldn't be there. It was a lovely day.
Yeah. Except for you know who.
Hey? Oh, I don't know. David turning up with these was a step in the right direction.
But you should have seen her yesterday morning. Talk about miserable.
I'm going out for a couple of hours. Do you want anything?
Oh, where are you going?
Just down the Corso.
Oh.
Thought I'd get my hair done. Well, there's no harm in hoping. Do you want anything?
No, thanks, love.
Oh, could you get me a tin of cat food? I'll just get my
No, pay me later. I don't want to be late. They're squeezing me in between appointments.
Oh, well, you know the sort of plan he likes. Big tin.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, love.
Bye.
She's jumping out of her skin. That's what the hairdo's all about.
Do you think he will call back?
Well, we'll have a very disappointed lady on our hands if he doesn't.
Oh, once we adopt, we won't get much chance to lie around like this.
Oh, I don't know. We'll just lock her in a room every now and again. I was only joking.
Oh, it isn't that. It's just that whenever we've talked about having children before, you've always said him. We'll do this with him. We'll do that with him. How come you suddenly want a daughter?
I don't know. Maybe I got the idea that's what you want.
Oh, I don't really care. Just as long as it's a baby that's ours. Or that we can make ours.
Yeah, right.
We can love it just as much as if I'd really had it.
Of course we can. You wouldn't mind if it was a girl, would you?
Don't look so serious. Of course not. Ignore it.
Oh, the car's out the front.
Oh, it's probably just a collector or something. They'll go away.
You're right.
That's me, John.
Your brother has a lousy sense of timing.
Yep.
Hold your horses, mate. I'm coming.
I would have gone away, except you've got to help me polish this lot off. I saw the car as I was passing, so I went out and got it.
We haven't been in all that long.
Have a good time?
Wonderful. Oh, now you mention it, I'm starving.
You want to take it out the back? Beautiful day out there.
Good idea. I'll just get some plates.
I'll do it. I'll get you a glass each. You can get started. I was going to ring in to work anyway. At least you saved us wasting the whole day.
Oh, that's great, isn't it? Spending time with me is wasting the whole day.
There you go. I won't be long. Make sure you leave me some.
If there's some salad in the fridge, bring it out.
Sure.
It's a shame you missed the party at the Hardys. It was good.
Oh, I hope Kevin and Lynn didn't mind.
No, of course not.
Hello, Fiona Thompson.
Hi, it's me. Just got back.
Oh, I didn't expect to hear from you until tonight.
How'd it go?
Oh, I was skeptical at first, but my gut reaction is she's telling the truth.
Told you so.
Yeah, well, I'm a suspicious old girl from way back. But she's had a rough time, Rob. Hardly any money and trying to bring up Dominique.
What's she like? Dominique?
She's a lovely little thing. It's not much of a life for her, though.
What a mess.
Kerry is totally run down, really needs help.
I'll keep sending money.
You'll have to. You'll also have to tell Angela. I mean, she has a right to know where the money's going.
Yeah, I know. Just couldn't have come at a worse time, that's all.
Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, of course I will. Thanks for all your help.
Whenever I can, you know that. Bye.
Bye.
I'm really glad, Mr. Hamilton.
I hope you say the same thing after I'm working for you. If I get the job.
Well, I'll just have to make sure you do. Thanks, Rosie. I'll use your office if I can. Start ringing around board members.
Lobbying in earnest, eh?
You better believe it.
Reckon you made the right decision.
I haven't got it yet.
You will. Patricia will be as mad as hell when she finds out.
I'm not after the job to annoy her.
I know that.
In fact, having to work with her is a big drawback.
Well, whatever the reason, Ramberg doesn't know how lucky it is. Mrs. Armstrong would be as pleased as Punch if she knew. Might be a good reason to ring her.
Rosie, do me a favour. Tell Gail I won't be able to take her out tonight. Looks like I'll be tied up with business now. Thanks.
It wouldn't have hurt him to tell me himself, though.
I thought so, too, at first, but... Well, he's busy, isn't he? It's a big thing for Mr. Hamilton, a lot more important than going to the movies.
It's not just that. I don't know. I had to force him into going in the first place. Sometimes I feel like he just isn't interested in me.
Of course he is, love. It's just that he's busy. You can't expect it to be the same as going around with someone who's... Well, I don't know. Some jobs just take up more time, that's all. Typing going okay?
Yeah, fine.
I'll leave you to it then. Glad to see you're enjoying it so much.
Oh, that's wonderful news. Yeah, I'll see you both about 3.
Okay. Hope the others are as keen as you.
I'd say you've got a pretty good chance. We'll talk about it when I arrive, okay?
Sure, bye.
Bye.
What was that all about?
Gordon Hamilton is trying for managing director of Ramberg. Paul's doing a ring around sounding out the board members, except for Patricia.
Will you be going over there this hour?
Uh-huh.
Do you think you'll have a chance to say something about Gail?
Well, it'll be pretty much all business talk, love, and I do think that his and Gail's love life is pretty much their own affair.
Oh, you agreed with me when I told you.
Yeah, it did seem like an extreme reaction at the time, but there are things about him that you don't know. Let's just say he's got an overdeveloped sense of guilt.
See? Start throwing those sorts of things at him and he'll have to listen to you.
Oh, come on. Look, I'm mixed up in Rob's problems, Beryl's. I'll start getting a name for myself if I take on too many causes. No, tell you what. If it looks to me like he's not doing the right thing by her, I'll stick my bib in then. Okay?
Fair enough.
Rosie asked me to pick these up for her. How'd that today?
I'm taking a break.
Couldn't care less. Bit of heavy reading.
I like it.
You should send in the story about you and Loverboy. That'll give the readers a bit of a laugh.
Shut up, will you?
Amazing the difference money makes. Looks like you didn't fight too hard with him.
Why should I? I love him.
Yeah, sure. He's such a nice, honest bloke, you couldn't resist him, right?
That's right. At least he's not like you.
Suppose that means he keeps dishing out the money.
Of course not. He's just nice to me. He's nice to lots of people.
Hadn't really noticed.
You don't notice much then, do you? What about getting your dad the job?
What job?
Boss of the place where you work.
When did that happen?
Rosie just told me. I thought you would have known.
No, I didn't. Think I might go and congratulate him.
Well, I've got the whole thing mixed up. I'm in line for the position. I have not got it.
No wonder Boyd decided to go ahead without consulting the board.
You should know he's got more business sense than that. He's talking to them now.
They're having a board meeting.
He's calling around, sounding out how much support he can get.
Better be giving Mother a miss.
I'd prefer your mother didn't know for a while.
Bet you do.
I just want to avoid any unnecessary tension. I don't think there's any doubt how she'll react, so I prefer you didn't call her.
Who says I'm going to? If I do the right thing by you now, I hope you'll do the right thing by me once you're in there.
I'll treat you like any other employee.
Thanks a million.
Wayne, this job's important to me. I don't want Patricia spoiling my chances, so I prefer you kept it to yourself for the moment.
It's a bit late to pull the father-son routine.
What's going on?
He knows. Though I doubt he'll ring Patricia. For the moment, he'll sit on the fence.
How'd he find out?
Apparently, Gail told him.
Next time you hear something about business, for goodness sake, keep it to yourself.
How was I supposed to know it was a secret?
Well, use a bit of common sense.
Seems stupid to me. Wayne's his son.
If you're going to end up working as a secretary, you've got to learn to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, well, I'm not a secretary yet, am I? If you want things kept secret, you better tell me next time.
Hey, come on, you two. I could almost hear you in the house. It's my fault, really, Paul. Mr. Hamilton told me not to say anything. I shouldn't have mentioned it to her. If you want to yell at anyone, yell at me.
Sorry. Maybe I did fly off the handle a bit. It's just that it's very important to Mr. Hamilton, and I want to see it go right for him.
You didn't have to yell at me, though.
Well, Paul said he's sorry. Well, come on, you two. Kiss and make up.
I don't blame Gail for being mad at me. I'll see you after dinner. I doubt if we'll make it to the movies.
Great.
Oh, not to worry. He did say sorry.
The one time I see him today, all he can do is yell at me.
What do you think? You'll knock his eyes out. I hope it wasn't a waste of money. Now, if he does call, invite him around.
Be nice if he suggested it.
I think it's about time you swallowed your pride.
I'll see. It's the trouble with us Keegans. We never can make up our mind about the really important things.
It's a nice thought of John's at lunchtime.
Was.
What are you reading?
Real estate section.
I've been thinking we might have to scale down our price range.
Oh, we should get a good price for the block in Sydney.
You better read this. It'll come as a bit of a shock. It sure as hell did to me.
You've already got a daughter.
Yeah, I didn't have a clue until I got that, honest.
When did it happen?
Oh, I got that about a week ago.
When did you meet her, I mean?
A couple of years ago, I was working on the silos.
Were you in love with her? Kerry?
No way. We just sort of drifted together. It lasted a couple of months. Oh, sure, she got serious, but as soon as I realised, I broke it off and left.
How'd she get your address?
I must have given her mum and dad's address at some stage. She's pretty desperate, broke.
Are you sure it's yours?
Fiona went to see her. The age, it all seems to fit. Neither of us was seeing anyone else at the time.
Oh, thanks for telling Fiona before me.
Well, I didn't want to mention anything until I was certain. I'd give anything for it not to be true, but it is. There's nothing I can do about it.
Ready-made family, eh? Aren't you lucky?
Angie, try to understand, please.
What's there to understand? If it's true, it's true. There's nothing I can do about it.
I told you because it concerns us both.
She's your daughter, not mine. You can handle it how you want, but I don't want anything to do with it.
Angie.
Hello?
It's me, Beryl. Looks like I'm stuck here.
The Brisbane stuff didn't arrive.
Nah, there's been some big mess up. The truck won't be going back for a few days, and they're flying me back in the morning.
You're going in style, eh, Dove?
Right. Oh, not to worry. Looks like I'd have to go out and look for a motel room for the night.
I suppose you will.
Yeah, I was thinking I feel a bit tired to go and look for it straight away, you know.
Well, it has been a big day. You can come here and relax if you like. Fiona was saying she was sorry she missed you. It seems a bit rude coming up and not seeing her.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose it does. Okay if I come round then?
Of course. How long will you be?
Oh, about an hour.
I'll have the kettle on.
Goodbye, I'll see you.
Bye.
But I'd leave you to think it over.
Glad you did. Lot to get used to.
How do you feel?
Oh, I have to economise a bit if you're sending money to her.
You can't blame me for wanting to help.
No. But you can't blame me for not wanting to have anything to do with her.
I thought that...
I don't want anything to do with the child, Rob. Whatever you do, I understand you've got to. But I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Look, we're talking about adopting. It seems to me if it works out that Domini would be perfect. I mean, she's half ours. Well, at least she's my kid.
Make it even worse, can't you see? Having her around would only make me realise even more that... I want to give you a baby so much. But every time I'd look at it, can't you see how I'd feel?
You've got to see my side of it, though.
Like I said, you do what you have to, but I can't, Robert. I'm sorry.
They were selling them cheap at one of those roadside places.
They're lovely. Thank you. Come in.
Trust me to get a tough first-up run. They roped me into doing a short trip across town for them as soon as I walked into the depot. 5 blokes have had the flu.
I'll put these in water. Sit down. I've made some scones.
Beryl. Come back to me, love.
Hurrah and huzzah, that's what we want, and Patricia will be gutted, so all the better. And it makes this limerick that Janie sent me weeks ago make loads of sense. David and Beryl should know that there's really no need for this woe. Patricia's a rat and Hal was a well, you know, they should stop and just let their love flow. Mark Cox, thank you for your poem too, about Jill and Rob. I'll have to do the clean version though. Jill, you give us a thrill in your low-cut clothes, but now you've got to cover up because you're getting old. Not true. Oh, sorry, there's more. Leave the nudity to Rob because he has a rotten job. He could become an artist model. It could earn him a bob. So, Mark, giving up the day job? Bad idea. Listen, David Chalmer Palmer is coming over to do Panto. Thanks, Patty Fraser, for telling me that, and I'm hoping he's going to come in for a chat. If you have any questions, send them to the address on 5 text page 444, and more tomorrow at 1:30.